Okay, so this is the boring one where I actually talk about it. Blastech e57, hee hee. If you haven't figured it out, just take a look at the channel and it'll come to you. But so yeah, this is I wanted a blaster rifle, carbine, whatever, something bigger than a pistol but smaller than the Z6, which was gargantuan. So I had a Marui MP5 that I had originally bought for the Z6 project, but then I realized that my foo was weak when it came to converting airsoft into rotating blaster cannon. So I just went with the sound effects and the motor for that one, and this one ended up getting the tracer unit and lighting effects, but it doesn't have any extra sound. Or this is one of my stunt blasters, if you want to call it. There's no sound effects and stuff, no sound font, just analog lights and really cool airsoft features. But so yeah, started as a MP5 with the Marui tracer unit on it, auto tracer. So every single time the BBs pass through the barrel, or at least the silencer part of the barrel, it flashes on the inside, which I'm sure you've seen already, and it charges them. So the glow BBs, they look like tracers or blaster bolts, which again was the intended effect. Underneath it here we have the tactical light, which is just an RGBW LED engine, and it's all the different colors. I think I've already showed you that one: green, red, blue, and then you can turn it off also. And the light bar here is just standard LED strip with some flashies in between, and looking through the camera they just look like they're flashing white, but it's actually flashing red, so they're bicolor: blue, red. But yeah. So what to talk about? Yeah, originally this was, like I said, supposed to be the Z6, but then through changes and stuff like that, I eventually came up with this whole idea of e57 by Blastech, and it was supposed to be kind of like a dual fire, which could be like shoulder fire and hip fire, and there was going to be like this was going to be like a carry handle on the back, and there was going to be a forward grip here too that you could move up and down. But again, so lacking in the food department that this is again all that I could pull off for the time being, and it's just my second attempt at a blaster, so who knows, maybe I'll get better in the years to come. So the shape of it came out a couple of different ways. I just started putting things together. I had a rough sketch in Microsoft Paint that I had toyed with, and it was supposed to be, like I said, it's a Blastech, so it's homages to the E11 and some of the other models and whatnot. It's got the T-grips right there. Those are actually pulled directly off of a Graflex. These are the silicone ones from the Anakin Attack of the Clones, just because it's smaller. This was supposed to simulate, like, or have the shape of the forward grip on, say, either the DC-15 or the E11, how it's got the stock that folds up, and then there's that bump right there. But that was a throwback to that, but the stock is already there, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's a half stock. It's actually pretty small. The a full stock would probably come out to, say, like here, and intended to be something that wrapped all the way back down. But whoops, this was what felt comfortable, and honestly, I like the shorter stock because of that fact, and it's more comfortable that way. All of the paneling and stuff, it's all hardware. The paneling up here and some of the stuff down here and the stock, it all came from Sintra and wood, just the 5mm thick Sintra that it's easy to cut with a razor blade, and on top of that it sticks really well with super glue. So I went with that for the basic shape of it, and then wood on the inside, which is, I want to say, like 2 centimeter thick wood, but it just so happened that the gun itself is about 2 millimeters thick, and it went really well to have just the single block, and then with 5mm center on either side, it fit really well like that. So that in and of itself was kind of a no-brainer when it came to building the body of it, and just embellish. I don't want to put too much. I didn't want it to look too busy because I wasn't entirely sure how the weathering was going to look. I didn't know what the overall look was going to be in general, i.e. the white with the stripes and stuff like that, which I eventually decided on with the whole, like, I don't know, Mass Effect, video game guns that have white with black and warm color embellishments and stuff all over, like the new whatever Stormtrooper it is from Force Awakens is, that's white. But either way, I thought white was the way to go with some extra stuff on it, but I think it works. Main power right here, all that does is just connect the main power for the battery on. There's a battery in here for the tracer unit, which is remote, which is why otherwise the batteries would cover up the tube and you wouldn't be able to see the flashes. There's an 18650 in here that controls this, and that's what this does. It turns that on. It's all one single unit. And then the battery itself is, or the main battery for the airsoft is separate. It's a two 18650s from Black & Decker cordless drill that I pulled apart, just because I didn't feel the need to spend like $50 on an airsoft battery when that funny little cordless drill was like $20 and I get free drill parts like a new motor. So yeah, that was that, and all of this stuff back here, it's all just empty. The battery sits pretty much right in there. This is MHS right here. By the way, Randy Arm on Fire made the pommel. I don't know if I've used that in any other projects and stuff, but yeah, I've been milking his big box of parts for years and years and years and years and years. What else to talk about? Yeah, no scope. I just went with the what would be considered iron sights and stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, there is a little fork at the front there, and then I use this top rail as the rear sight. And you probably saw the mess inside of there of wires. I'm not going to show you again, but holy cow, it's a mess in there. But I'm eventually going to put some sort of panel to go over it, but as it stands right now, it's all firm and secure in there, and I can get to the wires in case any of them get disconnected. This is just a stand right here I threw together with some scrap parts, but otherwise goes in there, and then this is for the it's a drum mag, so, but it can stand up like that too. The front on this side, I'm sure you've seen it already also, but there is this little piece that comes off and feeds all the electronics and stuff in here, and it's just the leads for the battery and the RGBW on the tactical light. The weathering was actually pretty damn fun, just because I went out and I got a whole bunch of burnt colors and black colors and yellow colors and did the slather and wipe technique, and it's really fun. Stripes, once I had it all taped off, then I went over once with a silver and then once with a latex red, and when I pulled the tape off, I got the little pieces off to the sides that chipped off with the silver underneath, and it ended up looking really cool. So wrapped some masking tape backwards on my hand and then just dabbed some of the latex so that it peeled off, and it ended up having this really cool effect. You can see on the stock too, but then when I went over it with a clear coat, it turned to gray, and the red just sort of melted into the gray. So yeah, it has a desired effect, but it wasn't as nice as I was hoping it would be, but oh well. Recharge port for the main battery is right here. Again, it's got a safety already, so it's not like I need to put a kill key or anything into it. And Didn't really feel the need to anyway. I was just about to put it back on the stand, but then I realized that with the drum magazine in, it's probably going to spill them all out, so I'll just leave it in for the time being. Anyway, I don't know if I mentioned that it took about 4 years. It took a long time. But, yeah, this is my Blastech e57. It's fun. I was kind of hoping to walk around with the GoPro strap to it, but, probably not the best thing to do and walk around and shoot things with a laser gun. Locals will freak out. Normal people will freak out. Anybody will freak out. Oh well. Anyway, but that's it. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you later.